Now we're going to work in Excel to estimate the beta and alpha of a stock. In this spreadsheet, we have the year month, then the monthly return of the stocks for 5 stocks, then the market, and finally risk-free rate. To estimate the beta, we would be regressing the excess returns of individual stocks on the excess return of the market. So first, we need to calculate the excess return. Let's say stock BA. Excess return of BA is the return of BA minus risk-free rate. So we've just calculated the excess return for 1980 July. You double click it. This formula auto-fills to the end of the sample. Now the excess return for BA is calculated. Next, we calculate the excess return of the market, which equals to the return of the market minus risk-free rate. You click it, double click it, it fills for the entire sample. Now you have the Y variable and the X variable that goes into the regression. Next, we need to actually run the regression. So first you go to Tools to select Excel Add-ins, and you want to make sure that this Analysis toolpack is selected. You click OK, then you should have a Data Analysis in the Data panel. So you click on Data, then Data Analysis. In this example, we're running a regression, so you scroll down to find the regression, click OK, then you get a dialog box. First, we would input Y range. You click on this entry thing, then you select Y variable in J column. From row 3 to, you can do Control-Shift, down arrow, the end of the sample. That's cell 422. Then you hit Enter. Next, you need to input X range, which is the column K. So you click this entry thing here again. Then you select K3. Then you do Control-Shift, down arrow again to select all the entries until row 422. Finally, you hit OK. The Excel spreadsheet spits out the results in the new sheet. The relevant ones are intercept, which is alpha. So you have an alpha of 0.3%. For X variable, you have 1.02. This is a beta. So the coefficient with X variable is beta, coefficient with intercept is alpha. So the beta of the stock is 1.02 and the intercept is 0.003. You can see that the t-stat for the alpha and the intercept is quite low. It's only 0.86. It's much lower than 2. So you can almost think about this coefficient as 0. So the alpha is almost 0 for this stock. However, the t-stat for the beta estimate is quite high. It's 13 is much higher than 95th confidence interval. So it's higher than 2. The t-stat is 13. That tells you, yes, this beta is a positive number. You also see the R-squared statistics here. That tells you market return can explain about 29% of the variations in the stock price. Alternatively, if you do not want to use this data analysis and you're only interested in beta and alpha, you can do the slope function to get beta. You can enter equal slope, then you select Y variables first. So you select J3, to J422. So you do Control Shift down arrow. After you select it, you put in a comma here. For the X variable, you can just type it in as well. You can do K3 to K422. Then you close the parenthesis. So you get 1.02 as well. If you want to get the alpha, you can do the exact same function, same cells as before, but you change the slope to intercept. And that gives you the alpha estimate as in the regression analysis.